Did you get anything else, Eugene?
Yes, sir, Mr. Whittaker. It turns out that my meeting with Miss Hiller was most helpful. She gave me this journal. It was my mother's.
Wow, have you read through it yet?
Not entirely. It's written in code.
Why would your mother write it in code?
My considered speculation is that there are people who would like the information in here, and she wanted to hide it from them. Andrea's last name is Hiller. Andrea was my mother's roommate in college. Miss Hiller collects ancient artifacts. There are 4 people my mother told me to be aware of. Samantha Mikos was a greedy rival of my parents. Francisco Valdes knows something about the lost treasure. My mother gave me his location in Peru if I ever wanted to contact him. But there is more information in the Quipu journal that I have not been able to decode. I still need to use your scanner to scan more pages.
Definitely. Nice work, Eugene. Do you have any information, Connie?
Samantha Mikos may not have been as good of an archaeologist as your parents, Eugene, but she definitely made a name for herself after your parents disappeared. She was named Archaeologist of the Year 4 out of the 8 years after your parents were gone, but now she owns an antiquities store in Peru.
Why is she doing that?
She lost the funding for her research. I guess she had to do something to make a living.
Anything else?
That's it for me.
Thanks. Well, I'm afraid I didn't get anything myself, but I did make something in the inventor's corner that could help us. Whoever sent you that message, Eugene, is expecting to find a map in the Campbell College locker room. This may be our map that leads us to him.
We've got a few suspects. Who do you think did it, Whit?
I don't think we have enough information yet. Why don't we get this camera set up in the locker and see if it'll tell us anything?
Aye, aye, Mr. Whittaker.
Thanks.
I'm going to try to find some more info on Francisco Valdes, since Eugene's mom seemed to think he knew something about the lost Incan treasure.
Good. And can I look at the photo you took at Andrea's house? I'd like to see what kinds of artifacts she's collecting.
Certainly. "14. This is it. Now for the test. Mr. Whittaker, I've placed the box into the locker. Are you ready for the test?
Yes. Now the camera should take a picture as soon as the locker door is opened. Go ahead and try it. Very cute. The pictures are coming through just fine. Let's reset the timer on the camera so that it takes a picture automatically every few minutes or so. Then come on back as soon as you can. That room could be dangerous.
Definitely. I'll be there post-haste. All right, I'll set the delay to 5 minutes between pictures. That should be plenty. I should finish scanning the rest of these Quipu journal pages to see what other information my mother has for us. Loading the decoding software. Carlton Friedman is our partner. We do the research to find the dig sites, and he supervises the digs. Andrea is a trusted friend you should seek out.
Okay, I need information on Francisco Valdes. Wow! He lives in the jungle? I've seen that one already. Wow! Weird. I wonder if the legend is true.
I've scanned Eugene's picture of Andrea's artifacts into my artifact sorting software. Now let's see how it works. I'm supposed to group the artifacts that look similar into vertical columns by sliding the rows back and forth and pushing the artifacts up and down into empty spaces. Once they're completely sorted, the software will identify what cultures they're from. That light means I've got those artifacts sorted properly. Now for the rest of them. That's it. I've done it. So that one is Incan in origin and must have come from the lost Incan treasure. Connie and Eugene need to hear about this. Nice work with our package, Eugene.
Thanks, Mr. Whittaker. I hope the pictures are usable.
Connie, were you able to find out anything about Francisco Valdes?
Only that no one knows much about him. It's rumored that he's the head of the Valdes family, and that they live in the jungle, scaring people away from the treasure. Other than that, nothing.
Why would your mother tell you about him, Eugene?
I haven't a proverbial clue.
It seems the more information we get, the more questions we have.
Were you able to find out anything about all those artifacts that Miss Hiller has?
One of the vases definitely appears to be of Incan origin.
If my parents indeed sent her that treasure, it means the rumors could be true about them finding the treasure and leaving with it.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself, Eugene. We still need to investigate some more.
I did a little more work on the Kipu Journal, Mr. Whittaker.
Great, Eugene. What do you have for us?
Carlton Friedman was the full name of my parents' partner. My mother considered Andrea a trusted friend.
Thanks, Eugene. Connie?
Carlton Friedman, need info. I'm all over it.
Thanks, Connie. We need to check the camera to see if anyone's taken off with the box yet.
How are you going to see the pictures from here?
They'll be transferred to our computer screen.
What will they think of next?
Look at that, Eugene. 5 pictures have already been taken.
Someone took the proverbial bait.
Who? I can't see anything.
Well, look closely. That's the inside of the locker.
Impossible. The camera was activated, but the locker door was still closed.
It looks like the camera's being moved toward the back wall of the locker.
It's a false wall.
Exactly. They took the box through the back of the locker.
Wow, we're really working with professionals here.
Let's look at the next one.
What in the world is that?
Wait, I see. It's a car door. They placed the box in the passenger seat of their car.
Oh, yeah. The box is facing the passenger door.
Precisely.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Still the car door.
Which means the ride in the car must have taken more than 5 minutes.
Check the next one, Whit.
We're not in the car anymore.
It looks like the side of a house.
One moment, please. Since there were 2 pictures taken of the car at 5-minute intervals, then the destination must have been less than 15 minutes from the college. At an average of 25 miles an hour, that would put the house at 4.9 to 7.9 miles away from the college. That's probably still in Odyssey.
Or the outskirts of Connellsville.
Connellsville. That's it! I recognize that house. It's Andrea's.
Andrea's? She's behind this? But she said she was your mother's friend. And why would she give you the journal?
I have to say, I'm at a bit of a loss.
Let's check the last picture. Uh-oh.
Busted.
In more ways than one.
She broke her camera, Mr. Whittaker.
That's okay, Eugene.
That was our best portable 3.2 megahertz transmitter.
Look out, Andrea. Now you've got Eugene mad.
I think we should pay Andrea a visit.
Let's see if I can find out anything about Carlton Friedman. Wow. So Carlton was known for his hot-headedness and flights of exaggeration. Doesn't seem like something for a graduate of GSA to be known for. Makes me think he might have made up some of his stories about the Meltzner's. Huh. So if Samantha Mikos worked with the Meltzner's, that means she probably knows Carlton Friedman.
Front door's open.
Now, let's be careful. We don't know if this woman is dangerous.
What is it?
An itinerary for a flight to Lima, Peru.
Lima. She's going for the treasure.
Possibly, but it seems odd that she would just happen to drop this piece of paper right here.
And why would she leave her front door wide open if she was leaving for a long trip?
Exactly.
Hello? Mr. Whittaker, the Incan vase. It was right there on the shelf.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. And it's the only one missing. What's going on here?
Eugene, why don't you review the latest clues we've discovered related to Andrea?
My pleasure, Mr. Whittaker. Our package was delivered to Andrea's house. Andrea appears to have left in a hurry for Peru. The Incan artifact was missing from Andrea's collection. I think that's everything so far, Mr. Whittaker.
Thank you, Eugene. Connie, did you find anything interesting about Mr. Friedman?
Here are the clues I entered into the datacom. Carlton believed the Meltzner's escaped in the middle of the night with the treasure. Carlton Friedman is an expert geologist from Geneva, Switzerland. Carlton is a graduate of the Geneva School of Archaeology. Friedman was known for his hot-headedness and flights of exaggeration. Friedman was known throughout archaeological circles as a good geologist, but a second-rate historian. This Friedman is starting to sound pretty suspicious.
That sounds like a couple of people may have a motive for wanting the treasure.
So what do we do now?
It looks like our best move is to follow Andrea and head to Peru.
But something isn't connecting. Andrea didn't acquire any new information from us. We simply gave her an empty box. What would make her leave now?
Well, I'm still not convinced she left of her own free will.
You think someone took her?
Maybe. But that's enough reason to think we shouldn't waste any more time. Let's go.
Maybe we'll get to do some sightseeing while we're down there.
Miss Kendall, need I remind you of the purpose of this trip?
I mean, we can go sightseeing after we capture the bad guy.
I'm so glad you have your priorities straight.
Look, we capture the bad guy by 4. Maybe we can do some touristy things before dark. That's all I'm saying.
Look, the police station is right next to our hotel. We should stop in there and see if they can help us. Hello, I was wondering if you could help us with something.
What's that?
We're looking for a map.
Or a person with a map.
Or an Incan artifact.
Maybe both.
They've all arrived from the United States.
Maybe.
We're not positive.
I don't understand a word you're saying.
Do you know of anyone who is involved with the unearthing of the Incan treasure?
Everybody and their brothers are involved with unearthing the Incan treasure. We got so many tourists and visitors here, it's ridiculous.
Do you know of any experts in the area?
Oh, sure. We got some archaeologists and such around here.
Who?
Samantha Mikos owns an antiquity shop nearby. There's a geologist named Carlton Friedman who comes around every so often, always claiming something's been stolen from him.
Carlton.
Could you direct us to them?
Sure. Samantha's store is just down this road. Carlton has an office north of here.
Good. Thanks for all your help.
Where should we go first?
Well, I'm thinking we should split up.
Why?
Andrea could be in danger. We need to find her as soon as we can.
I agree.
Connie, you go to Samantha's store.
Oh, sure. Send the girl shopping.
Connie, I'm sending you there because it's probably the safest place of the 3. Just see if you can find Samantha. Eugene, you take your mother's map and see if you can find Francisco. I'll go to Carlton's office and keep an eye out for Andrea. Come back to the hotel as soon as you're done. We'll meet there.
Good plan.
Let's go.
Be careful.
What a great place. I have to come back here and get some stuff before we leave.
Good afternoon. May I help you with something?
Yes, is this the shop that Samantha Mikos owns?
That's right.
Is she here?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
When will she be back?
Oh, she didn't say.
Maybe I'll come back later with my friends.
Oh, how about a postcard? Aren't they beautiful?
Fine, I'll get a postcard. Oh, this one looks interesting.
One of our most popular sellers. Legend has it that hidden in that pattern is the map to the lost treasure of the Incas.
Really? Wow! I've got to show this to my friends.
Quite the out-of-the-way spot.
May I help you?
Yes, does a Mr. Francisco Valdes live here?
Sí.
May I speak with him?
Oh, lo siento. You just missed him. He went down that path an hour or so ago.
Was he alone?
No, he was following 3 others.
Into the jungle?
That's right.
Do you know who the 3 others were?
Sí. Señorita Mikos was one. I've seen the man who was with them, pero I don't know his name. And there was another woman that I'd never seen before. She looked like a tourist.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been most helpful.
Now, this must be the place. Ah, quite the collector. Hello? Is anybody home? What's this? Be back later, Carlton. I'm glad to see everyone made it back safely. Eugene, did you find Francisco Valdes?
I found his house and spoke with his housekeeper. Francisco followed Samantha Mikos and 2 other people into the jungle.
Who were they?
The housekeeper didn't know, but she did say that one of them looked like a tourist.
Ah,
My personal guess is that the tourist type was Andrea.
maybe.
But then who is the third person?
I can't say for sure, but Carlton Friedman was not at his office when I went looking for him.
You think it was Carlton?
Possibly. I went to his office, and he left a handwritten note saying he'd be back later.
So he is behind all of this.
At least Carlton is involved somehow.
But what about Samantha Mikos?
What about her? Did you find something?
I only spoke with her sales clerk. Samantha wasn't there. She was very persistent about selling me something. I finally gave in and bought this postcard.
That pattern looks familiar. That's one of the patterns that comes up in the Meltzner logic puzzle. In fact, it looks precisely the right size. Let me try something. It fits. It looks like a map of a jungle.
Can you unscramble the map?
I believe so.
What's that?
I don't know. It's never done that before. Dear Eugene, since you are reading this, you must have figured out how to use the MLP and have, one way or another, followed our clues that led you to the first jungle map. Congratulations, son. We knew you could do it. To find the location of the lost Incan treasure, you must drive to the jungle at the outskirts of town. Then use the map you have just unscrambled to find your way through the jungle. You will find other maps hidden in the jungle that will ultimately lead you to the location of the lost Incan treasure. Do not try to find your way through the jungle until you have found the map for that section of the jungle. Good luck, son.
I wonder if this is the same path that Francisco took into the jungle.
Which means Samantha and Carlton may already be on their way.
I believe we should make haste.
Yes, let's go. All right, let's stay close together now.